Yemen's powder keg is ticking louder than ever, with rival forces massing men and weapons as the country edges toward another all-out confrontation. After the devastation of the Iran war, Yemen now risks becoming the next regional inferno, with new mobilizations hinting at a fresh and bloody chapter. With talk of close to 1 million fighters on the move inside a single shattered country, Yemen is staring at the prospect of one more vast and bloody showdown. Houthi-aligned forces are igniting a fresh inferno against Trump's Arab allies, declaring new phases of mobilization that openly target Saudi-backed camps. By announcing a new phase of confrontation, the Houthis are effectively signaling a fresh round of slaughter against Saudi-aligned forces dug in across Yemen. Amid lingering Iran war tensions, Trump's key Arab ally appears to be gearing up for a direct showdown with Mojtaba's most powerful proxy in Yemen. Houthi-aligned forces have announced a new phase of preparations, openly signaling that they expect the confrontation with rival factions to escalate. Yemen's parliament has backed Abdul Malik al-Houthi's call to expel Saudi-backed forces, giving political cover to a harder military line on the ground. Houthi-linked popular mobilization forces claim that hundreds of thousands of fighters are ready for the next phase, raising the stakes on every front line. Sources cited by regional media suggest these forces may now number close to 1 million fighters, a staggering figure for a country already on its knees. Armed displays have been staged across several Yemeni provinces, with convoys and parades used to show that the new mobilization is more than just rhetoric. Tribal alerts were declared in Amran, Al-Jawf, Haja, Dammar and Sana'a, pulling powerful local networks into what looks like a widening war footing. Taken together, these developments signal that Yemen may be preparing for a major new military confrontation, with both political and tribal backing in place. At the same time, Saudi-backed tribal forces have begun their own large-scale mobilization, ensuring that the Houthis will not face an empty battlefield. Video from local outlets shows the Hadramaut Tribal Alliance gathering near Ar Ryan Airport, a visible sign of pro-Saudi strength in Yemen's east. The exact purpose of this deployment has not been independently verified, adding uncertainty over whether it is a show of force or preparation for real combat. In Al-Jawf, tribal leader Sheikh Hamad al-Hazmi has announced a major mobilization of his followers, further thickening the patchwork of armed actors. This move follows his detention by Houthi authorities in a property dispute, turning a local grievance into a flashpoint with national implications. Reports indicate that both Houthi and Saudi-backed sides are now preparing for possible hostilities across multiple front lines, with positions being reinforced. Recent clashes in Ad-Dali have only fueled fears that Yemen is sliding back into full-scale civil war, with local skirmishes threatening to ignite a much wider fire. As tensions between Iran and the United States continue to intensify, Mojtaba Khamenei appears determined to hold his ground. Iran has reportedly safeguarded a substantial missile arsenal that the United States was ultimately unable to neutralize or seize. Tehran has repeatedly made it clear that there will be absolutely no compromise on its ballistic missile production program. According to Press TV, Iran's missile arsenal remains a sovereign national asset and the backbone of the country's defense strategy. Iran's missile and drone capabilities are widely seen as the factor that shifted the military balance against both the United States and Israel. It was this missile and drone deterrent that reportedly helped Tehran secure key breakthroughs during negotiations with Washington. Iran reportedly refused to accept any restrictions on either its ballistic missile or drone development programs. According to Press TV, Iranian negotiators described both programs as non-negotiable and beyond any scope for amendment during the talks. No limits, verification mechanisms, or so-called sunset clauses were reportedly accepted as part of the negotiations. Iranian negotiators also refused to let the country's missiles and drones become bargaining chips in discussions with the United States. On June 23, President Masoud Pezeshkian reiterated in Islamabad that Iran's missile program remains completely off-limits. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif also surprised Washington by publicly highlighting what the Iran-US Memorandum of Understanding does not cover. Earlier, Donald Trump himself acknowledged that Tehran had retained its existing ballistic missile stockpile. The US president further stated that Iran could continue maintaining its missile arsenal as a legitimate means of self-defense.
We had constructive meetings and conversations with our dear brother Shehbaz Sharif, with Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, the esteemed president of Pakistan, and with our brother, Field Marshal Asim Munir, the honorable commander of the Pakistan Army. We had very good discussions. The issue of our missiles does not exist in the memorandum we had, and it never will. If we did not have our missiles, which were for our self-defense, Israel and America would have attacked Iran like they did Gaza, showing no mercy to anyone, young or old. They talk about human rights, a huge lie, and if we were unable to defend ourselves, they certainly would not have shown any mercy to our country and would have destroyed our power. Consequently, under no circumstances will we ever negotiate about our defensive capability with anyone. As the Islamic Republic of Iran, we firmly believe that peace, stability, lasting security, and the development and welfare of the peoples in the strategic region of West Asia and the Persian Gulf can only be attained through frank and sincere dialogues, intra-regional cooperation, and interactions based on mutual respect among the countries of the region.
We have landed at Islamabad after signing of Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding is a matter of great happiness and satisfaction for all of us. Your Excellency, please convey my warmest regards to His Eminence, the Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Mujtaba Khamenei, for his sagacious leadership that Iran has been able to achieve this MOU and as a result ceasefire with dignity and honor. This MOU does not mention about ballistic missiles. It was never on the table. It was never on the agenda. And Iran side never wanted to even discuss about it. So that is not an impression, that is a fact of matter. So there should be no second thoughts about it. It must not be misconstrued because there are spoilers all over the world to scuttle this peace deal. They don't want Iranian nation, great nation, to come out of this ashes of war and touch the zenith of glory. So I want to make it abundantly clear that ballistic missiles, and of course, they cannot be double standards, two standards, that some countries can have ballistic missiles and Iran shouldn't have. This is simply, you cannot digest this kind of duplicity. So I think I wanted to make it very clear, Excellency, that the MOU, which has been signed by me as a mediator, does not mention about ballistic missiles at all.